Hi, Gareth Jenkins here. Great to be back on the Salon Guy channel. Thank you so much for the lovely comments that you left on my previous haircuts. And today, don't forget to leave your comments below as well. So today what we're going to do is we're going to work through in a very simple way how to create that great A-line bob on a girl such as this. So we're going to get her prepped and get started. So as you can see, I've taken my first section, and this actually is going to be really short, and then I'm going to allow the remaining sections to come over. So as I take this entire, I'm just going to break this up into rough sections. It doesn't have to be perfect, all right? And what I'm doing is coming in, bringing this out, and then starting from the top, and just gently shattering that down. All right, by getting that shatter, I can go back in if I want to take it a wee bit shorter later on, but I just want to go ahead and establish that length fairly tight. Again, not looking for precision here, I just want to go ahead and get rid of the hair. So shatter that out, coming in, and again, you don't have to take a lot of time on this, but just break that up and off it comes. So as you can see, the underneath is quite short, and what this does, this kind of build up of weight, is going to support what happens with this longer piece of hair that comes over top. So as I bring this down, again I want to keep the hair quite damp, and I'm going to start from the middle out. All right, so as I come in, bring that down. I don't want to take a section that's too wide, but I want to start a little higher, and I'm going to drop that quite steep. All right, so coming in, allowing my fingers to pass, keeping that tension on the hair, and quite steep. I'm going to go ahead and do that on the other side as well. Again, keeping the direction of the hair in mind. Once I've done that and I'm happy with it, I bring the next section down. All right, so I'm here on my next section. As you can see, I've incorporated the sides as well, keeping that angle nice and steep. What's crucial here is that I don't soften off as I come through to the sides. I can see my guide through the underneath, but the sections are quite big. Really, the key here is to take as few sections as possible so that you can really get that angle and not lose the sharpness. So again, as I come in, I can see my guide from underneath, all right? And it can be a process here of slight movement as I come through and let that drop. I want it shattered through the end, so don't stress about that. If you're a precision cutter, what I've learned in the years of doing education is if somebody is a precision cutter, used to working with scissors all the time, they look at this and it kind of freaks them out. Don't let it freak you out. It's just allowing you to have a much softer line, and I don't need to go in and clean that up after. All right, so again, as I come in through the other side, keeping my balance, and the angle of the blade is doing the work. Just cutting and checking that. I don't need to over check because otherwise too much hair then starts to hit the floor. I want to come in and check for balance right through here, and I'm happy with where that's ending up. All right, so I'm taking my last section now. Again, my guideline is very, very clear to see. And as I come through, again, starting in the center at the middle, there is my guide. And again, look at that angle. If you find for whatever reason that the razor that you're using isn't getting the clean cut that you want, slightly change the angle. Don't use more pressure, because if it's a sharp blade, then it should be cutting right through. So bringing that through, keeping my elevation nice and low, and shattering that out, getting that really nice broken edge that once we go ahead and dry and finish her, we're really going to see some great shape through there and great softness. Coming in, just taking that last section and allowing that to work through. Same thing on the other side. Don't be afraid to step and check, looking for balance. So you can see I've taken my last section, I've got this really nice steep angle. All right, as I turn her around, we can see the balance of that haircut, but we can see that nice steep angle in the back. So this really starts to live in that kind of lob category that can be so kind of elusive. Here we can see that we will be really, really clear of those shoulders, and that short hair in the back is going to push and direct the longer hair into the front. I'm going to go ahead and blow dry and style, and then we're going to do some detailing and finishing when she's dry. So to finish, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with some shears that will give me some texture and break this up. But as you can see, I've got a really, really nice line all the way through. I'm just kind of pop her off here. As I come in, I've got that nice angle all the way through. I want to keep that softness. You can also see that by taking the hair short underneath, this then sits over top beautifully. All right, so as I come in, I'm going to use a wide tooth comb just to break that down for me. And then again, don't be afraid to work without comb. Sometimes when we work with a comb, it's very, very restrictive. We're kind of like just this is the point at which to really enjoy your haircut and allow your creative side to come out. So as I come in, I'm just going to gently elevate and break that up. Gently elevate, break that up. You don't need to then go through, if I have a comb in my hand, I'll be tempted to comb this, but you can see that without having a comb in my hands, I'm able to see where I was and work through. This gives me a nice opportunity to add softness without utilizing too much layering. See, when we work with layered cuts, they're great, but they do soften shape. And what I want to do here is really encourage this line. So again, just working through, making sure that your scissors are nice and sharp all the way through into the ends. And again, just picking up, break it up, pick it up, break it up, pick it up, and break that up. So here you can see we have our finished look. We've got a really nice clean line. And just to recap, remember I went in with my very first section underneath, took the section short. The very next section is what established my perimeter length for me. All right, so as I did that, the section was quite big. Why? Because I wanted to create a really strong guide. And then the next couple of sections brought that down. Blow dried it nice and smooth. We used a shine serum here. And then I was able to go in with my texturizing shear and just gently break up that line to give me that great angled lob look. Hope you enjoyed it. Listen, don't forget to leave comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon.